Hello, my name's Chris, this is Blue Kraken Gaming, and welcome back to Satisfactory, where if you are enjoying the series, I would ask that you please consider leaving a like, a comment, or a subscription. Any will help the channel grow, and they help get it out in front of other people, so thank you very much to those of you that do that. Now, in our last episode, we played with some of the new tools for 1.1 with our vertical lift, or our lifts, our vertical splitters, and we ran the train straight off the end here, and we basically just did a bit of mucking around with it. This episode, there's a couple of things I want to test. First off, I do want to try seeing if our blueprint... So I need to be downstairs to actually be putting this out, otherwise it's going to be... Oh, wrong. So, does our blueprint actually connect now from a train point of view? So let's put a couple of these out. Come on. There we go. Because we're going to want to go that way. And I'm trying to work out, do I try and loop it there, or do I try and go around? That's going to be the question. Okay, so I think from here... Let's do one more. And then I think we're going to have to turn, because I don't really want to try and thread the needle through there. I think we'll be better off going out and around, because I had a look on the calculator and basically we want to get up to here, because there's some good coal nodes and there are some iron nodes we can mix with those to make some steel, which we're going to need. So we're going to want 4 out. 4 that way. Okay. Oh, it's carrying the paint over now that we've done that. Okay, that's interesting. Right. And then we're gonna want... No, we need to go further out than that, don't we? Because that won't make that turn. It needs to go... Because if you're starting there, let's just, for argument's sake, place this down. Why is that... Oh, okay. So yeah, let's just, for argument's sake, put that there. You are not going to be able to go from there to there. That's just not going to happen. So I think you're going to wind up coming out to about here. To actually make that a 90-degree turn. Yeah. So that means that needs to be our threshold there. That's fine. So yeah, if we're doing that, that means we need to bring our blueprint, and you are going to go there. Like that. We'll muck around with the paints later. But right now I'm just going to get the physicals of that concrete put up. So then you are going to go to there. You're going to go to that one. Cool. So that gives us our nice bit. It keeps us on our world grid. That's what we want. Okay, cool. And now you're telling me I'm out of concrete, or I will be out of concrete to try and do the rest of these because I had to put that corner in. That's fine. The main thing I want to do with this is just get this out for a little bit, and then we can try and test, is this connecting the rails? Because that's going to be the big thing for me. Because, I mean, ultimately I need to build this out this way anyway. So I'm not too worried about doing that. Right, and then... Right, there's our last one there. And then we'll have to do another turn to head out that way and sort of cut across the water. But like I say, what I want to check is grabbing our train over there. Are we going to be able to move basically into all this area we've now just built? Because that's going to be amazing if it does. I'd hope it does, considering how the trains now derail if they go over the edge. I mean, what's it going to do? Derail into another train line. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting. Right. Let's have a look. Oh. No! It did derail. Okay. So it bumped off on its own. That's unfortunate. Okay. Which means I'm still going to need to clear that all out. So let's just... Oh, no, hang on. Right. Where's my long part? Right. So yeah, we'll clear out from there. Okay, that's unfortunate. Like, to my mind, that is actually very unfortunate. I was hoping that would work, but alas not. Right, what we're going to do, though, is we are going to head back to our main facility. And we're going to start working on the back end of our production for the... What are they called? They're not AI units, but the final part that we're looking at the moment. So the plan with that is we're going to do it in a similar way where I'm going to be laying down the manufacturers that I want for it first, and then we'll try and work backwards from there. However, it is going to require some off-screen development because, like I say, I need to run the Skyway over there, and I'm going to need to run the rails, which is going to be the pain with it. Because, like I say, I was really hoping that modular, or where they're now linking blueprints like that, I was really hoping that was just going to work. Like I say, alas not. So, ho-hum. Right, okay, we are getting back, and that's going to be fine. And then we've got brakes to worry about as well. That's okay. Okay, yeah, see, we've got some iron we can make use of here as well. So, let's bring this to a stop. Take that away, so it's out of the way for our other one. And then we want to go over this way. And now I'm trying to work out whether, with this... whether I just try and go up a little bit and we effectively replicate this but above. Because, I mean, to me this worked out quite nicely, and like I say, we're now sinking all of these. These are just being made. We've got a load of spare... Have we filled that? Yep, okay, so we've got tons of spare smart plating that we're now sinking. So we are just sinking all this advanced material. But that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. That gets us tickets. Right, so let's put some walls up. How high are we going to need to go? I mean, that looks pretty good there. Make that a 1 meter. Oh, I worry about it. No, that is going to be fine. Okay. That's fine. Okay, we'll do that then. So we'll run you out like that. Okay. Put a couple more back this way. I'm out of concrete and that's not made its way into the... That's fine. Also going to have to go out at some point and try and get some more Mercer spheres so we can increase our, you know, ability to upload things, because concrete is going to be something we just need all the time. Right, okay. I'll run this along here as well. Okay. So then, if we come to our production, we get our manufacturers again. I'm going to step down here because I want to try and get them as lined up as possible. How's that look? So you are in line basically on that back corner there. So that means you should be like that. How's line? That looks pretty lined up there. Yeah. So we'll do that. Get some fuel, come back up, and then we'll lay the other 4. Now I'm missing modular frames. Though this one we only need 100 of the items, don't we? We don't need quite as many. Okay, so we've got frames here. And that production rate is not going to keep up with making heavy modular frames that we need for anything else. Okay. So we grab you. We go 2, 3, 4, and tuck the last one in. 5. Cool. So you guys are making these adaptive control units. So we want to paste these settings over. Now then, here's going to be one of the interesting bits. We have the automated wiring being made over there. We're just not bringing it back. Now, I don't think that's going to require a whole train, but what we could probably do is if we extend this barrier out a little bit, I think take some of this out. I think we could get another one of these in. We just need a bit of room for it to kind of come in here and get nowhere near the others, so it doesn't accidentally drop anything off anywhere else. So let's just run this out a little bit. Although actually what we could do is we could pop it this side like that. There's a bit of room behind to work with it, yeah. That's fine. I suppose we could also... Do we want to... Yeah, so if we come in here, we can take a tight turn, drop off, loop around here. Yeah, I know, I'm cutting those stairs off. But we could let it run out this way. If we do that. Yeah, I think we do that. Okay, so. Okay. You, power pole, are going to get upgraded because we've got the other power poles now. Pop one there and power that. You are going to be an unload. Okay. And then we're going to need to go and get the wires from the other side. I think we actually just take that out now and have that as a whole big turning circle-y part. Probably with this as well. And then we can just have them dive in and out of the light pulse that we've got there. Not too worried about that. Okay, so... Whoa! Yeah, we're keeping a good pace there. Love how we're just so much faster than the vehicles here. Okay. So, what have we got here? That's our motors. That's where we're bringing in stuff over there. We need another output, which is going to be awkward. Does mean we're going to need to extend this out again a chunk more. And just give that somewhere to go. Right. Put that out by another 6. Okay, and then you can come... That's the thing, we're now getting further and further away from... I mean, that looks like that's as far away as you'll let me do and clip it in line. Okay, so we'll do that. You're going to be definitely a loading one. Now we've got power there. Yep, and that apparently is connected. Okay, score. Right, and then we need to get our automated wiring out and down to here. And the fun bit is I can't remember what floor that's on. So let's go in and have a look. Because I know we definitely have it on a floor. I think it's higher up than that. Okay, not there. I've got a feeling it's like left in one of these corner like boxes right as we get up. There you go, automated wiring. Okay. So we then need to get this over there. That's not going to be too bad. Now, what are we making this with? We're making this with... Okay, so you're making 2.5 a minute. So we're making 5 a minute. Don't think that's going to be enough, actually. What are we doing for... what is this? Project. No. Can't remember what they're called. You're not going to let me put one of these down in the middle here, are you? No, I didn't think so. No. Okay. That's because I'm missing bits. What are these? That's the bit I can't remember what they're called. Let's have a look. So we need... Right, what even... It's automated, isn't it? Yeah. Right, automated wiring. Then gets made into these adaptive control units. Okay, so that needs 5 a minute to make 1 a minute. Oh, wow, okay. So we're only going to be making 1. Okay, well, we may as well take down the other stuff. We could probably just make use of what we've got elsewhere. Right. We do not need 5 assemblers then. That's just not going to happen. Right, conveyor is too long. Make that straight. And then... These are all windowed. Oh! Love the glass ting there. Right. We'll replace that one with a... Actually, let's not do that. Let's put that back. Let's try one of our new... Where's it gone? Conveyor holds we can put anywhere. Because then we can tuck it off to the side. Can't we? Right, pop you up to the roof. The ceiling. Grab that. And... Oh, that's going the wrong way. Right. There we go. Change that to receive it. You're going into there. Okay, that's cool. Right, let's set those all making stuff again, which is fine. Then we can run back down and outside. And we can try and... Wow, I forgot how many floors this has. Going to replace that with a lift. Right, okay. Then we can come around here. And hopefully... Oh, it's too long. That's really unfortunate. Okay. Means I'm just going to have to double stack it like this. And then a Mark 1 belt into here, please. Okay. Don't like having to do that kind of double stack there, but I don't have a way around it on this part here, I don't think. But that's fine. It'll do what it is and give us a bit of motion on the outside of the building, which is kind of nice. Okay. So now we're going to need to go back to the other one. We need to wire in the... or not wire in. We need to route in fuel for this truck. And then, yeah, we're going to need to start bringing that over. Okay, right, so we can just come zipping past this tractor, because a tractor will be all we need for it. Probably actually make use of that one there instead of making a new one, because we've got this Explorer up here. So, fuel. Right. Cut that. Put a smart splitter here. Let's just make sure that's in line. Yep. Right. What speed were we feeding the others with? They're a Mark III belt. Okay. Cool. We can do that. We can then bring you... Actually, let's put the smart splitter in on this one as well. There. Then we can bring you around to here. Yeah, that's lined up. Yeah, I didn't think that would go like that. I was surprised to see it poking out as far as it was. Okay. Oh. Why did it not just take it back the one step? Right. There we go. Okay, so that's now going to run fuel round here, which we can put into this one. Lovely. You guys are all superfluous because I'm not going to redo the automated wiring for this. You make, what, 1 a minute? So that's 100 minutes once we get this being built. That's fine. That will give us plenty of time to do other things. Right, okay. So you're... Why are you not fueled? Oh. Because you don't need to be a smart splitter, do you? You just need to be a splitter. Right, what is it? Shift, isn't it? To... Why is that not... Oh, it's control, isn't it? What am I doing? There we go. Normal splitter. That will feed into there now. Cool. So that's going to get fuel. So let's go and program this tractor now then. To go and get that automated wiring. Right, so open record. Start recording. So we can go along here. Love all these arrows that have just been left. It shows how messy all of this is getting as it stands. Oh dear, oh dear. Right. It's going to be kind of nice to get the automated wiring moving. Again, as opposed to, I think, where the last time we used it, we manually came and grabbed enough. So it's going to be nice to have that on the move automatically. Because, yeah, it just feels like it feels good to be automating as much as we are. Right, so now we're going to come around here. The big old loop. Then we're going to pull in here. We're going to load. No idea how many we're grabbing at the moment, but that's fine. Right, and then we're going to pull out. Stay away from the others. And we're going to go round here. Okay. I do find it interesting how the manually driven ones are faster than the, you know, AI driven ones. That does surprise me slightly. I thought they would have just, you know, let them all go as fast as they could. But apparently not. That's fine. Right, and then you're now going to whip around here straight away. Straight into here. Unload. Cool. Enable autopilot. Off you go. Right, and then now... run that out there. If we grab you... yep. And we can just feed that straight in. And that can start loading that up. Which is fine. We can grab power from here for it. Oh wow, I did not realise I did a Mark II power pole there. We don't probably need Mark II just yet. We'll just grab a Mark I. Right, so you now know what you're making, and then we can feed circuit boards and computers down. Computers are up there. So that's kind of interesting. I wish we had the box facing this way now. Right, let's go grab the computers. At some point I'm going to want to replace all of this with a lift. Instead of all of these twisty stairs. Right, okay. So, computers. I kind of want to grab you. Pop you here. Yep, I want to do just that. Grab it down a little bit. And yeah, that's what I was worried about. That plastic belt is in the way. Okay, at least you will let me do that. If we turn it as part of the lift, and then we do a gentle curve. Yeah, see, that's not what I want. I think what we need for that is a default. Right, let's try and get that coming in gently like that. Then we can go to straight, and we want to run it basically all the way down here. Then we're going to want to get it over there, so we're going to make a bit of a pathway for it. Where did we get to? There it is. Oh, did not mean to do that. Love all this ceiling routed pathway nonsense. Right, okay. So that's got us basically over here, and then we can run you all the way up as high as we need. Unfortunately, I didn't put that far enough out. I'm kind of impressed how well I managed to basically hit that, though. Oh. Right. Because I need it to clip so I know how high to go. So you're going to there, which means you're then going to go cut that. You can get there. Wow. Hang on, why can you not? Cut that back. Run that way round. Why is that not lined up? It looks like it should be. There we go. Okay. Cool. So then that's going to feed those computers over slowly. which we should see. Yeah, there's already some coming through. That's good. So that's computers done. How are our circuit boards doing? Are we actually keeping up with them? Yeah, it looks like we are. Okay, are we saturated on circuit boards? Yes, it looks like we might be. Okay, so that's taking a load up. I just want to see if that stops, because if it does, we can just pinch some off this line, because we really don't need many. Yeah, look, that's stopped. Okay, that's fine then. So we can grab our new vertical splitters. And we can just... Oh, did that the wrong way. So we grab that, spin it that way. Pop it there like that. Right, come down over this way. No, I want it to run alongside. I don't want it to run... Yeah, I want it to do that. And then... this one we're going to go up to the same height. There. Only this time, we're going to feed it into the front. So why... Okay, so that... How does that clip there? Does not look like it clips. Yeah, I want it like that tight on. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, alright, we'll do that then. Okay, so now we're going to have... actually, I don't want that to be a normal splitter. I want that one to be a smart splitter. We go, because I only want it to feed that kind of when we've slowed down the other stuff. So grab that, and that is going to be overflow. Okay, so when that stops above, then it's going to feed off sideways. So we should never see that bit stop, but we should still see some make their way over here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bump. Okay, didn't expect that. Okay, that's fine. But like I say, we should... Yeah, see, look, we are seeing some now. Good, that's what we want. So that's now filled up, what, 2 of our 3? Or it's not filled it up, but we're going to have circuit boards coming through, which will be good. Because you're now feeding circuit boards in. Excellent. So then it's just going to be these heavy modular frames, which we're going to need to build a steel factory for. Which we're going to need to push our road out further, but that's going to be for another time. I'm going to say hopefully next week, but it depends if I get to extend the road out far enough in my off time this week. But yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. I feel like we've made some half decent progress. It feels like not quite as much as I was hoping for, but I'm still kind of okay with what we've got done. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. We'll, like I say, we'll keep it going further. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to wrap up here and say thank you very much for joining me. As usual, likes, comments, subscriptions, they will help the channel grow. They help get it out in front of other people. So thank you very much to those of you that do that. Thank you very much to my YouTube channel members. Your support is very much appreciated. And please don't forget that as a supporter, you do gain access to the save files for any of the open world games I'm currently playing, along with any relevant blueprints to them. And also, you guys gain early access to the videos, so you get to see what's going on before anybody else does. But other than that, thank you all very much for joining me today. I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you all next time.